and the little ones. It's refreshing to go back to those stages where, it's so exciting for the movement. I This case, the capability to crawl. Like I grabbed the mail today, and when I was coming back up my driveway, I could hear a little one just jabbering to his dad. It looked like they were on a walk, and he had his little big wheel. Dad was carrying it and also carrying the little guy. But just to hear his little voice, and he was just going on, and it was just all just garble, but it was so precious. I just walked in a little slower because I missed that so much.
Yeah. Do you know what's really interesting? I was thinking about that and just how, when it's like the first year of a baby's life, like everything's new, right? And then the next year, it's a couple new things. And then, but by time they're like, I don't know, 5 or 6, like we just don't celebrate the newness as much. And I'm thinking, look at all the things. Okay. Talk about acknowledgements, right, Terry? Look at all the things that each of us have learned this year. And wouldn't it be cool if we celebrated in so much awe like we do when a newborn learns something new? I mean, right? We're still learning and growing, but we don't see it as miraculous as we do when we watch babies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why is that?
That's the $64 million question. Why do we diminish the excitement of learning new things? Because that's actually, as I've gone through a lot of these transformational opportunities, I've recognized the importance of celebrating the things that I learned, to actually acknowledge that that's my passion, is to learn new things. And if I'm learning new things and I recognize that as being a passion and part of my purpose, then I celebrate. And that's why acknowledgements really play a big part in my daily routine, is I want to acknowledge and celebrate those new things that I'm learning, because a lot of people my age just turn their brain off and, don't want to learn new things. And that's what excites me, is learning new things. I mean, who would have thought at 74 I'd learn how to be a government official?
Yeah.
Every day
love it.
I'm learning something new, and it's exciting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's like that energy behind that, right? Like it's just so powerful.
But it takes an adult a real conscious commitment to even recognize that, because we're kind of built into our psyche that it doesn't mean anything, because we're not little children, or we're, not doing some amazing, great thing. But everything we learn, it creates the capacity to learn more. And the more we learn, the more we can serve, and the more we can, give.
Yeah.
I don't know. A couple other thoughts come to mind. We grow, and I just said something the other day about, when your child is like, once they hit 10 or go beyond 10, that innocence, the world, they start to recognize that, they're different, or they're not as strong or fast as they want to be, or their hair is not as pretty, or whatever it be. But I feel like as we get older, we lost our uniqueness, in that it's not as special. When we were little, like, they're just so cute, and they are so innocent and endearing. And somehow as we grow, we must, I don't know if it's built in society, but think about it.
Yeah,
Our
I think
community,
it's part of our culture. Yeah.
think about OP. That's
This
where we have, we're bringing it out. And I feel like that's that nurturing that helps make us even become better. Imagine if we could do that across the world, just to recognize and have that, appreciation for everyone, and to grow in that. That would be awesome. That'd be amazing love spread everywhere.
Yeah, get rid of the competition, get rid of the competition, get rid of the comparing, and just loving and growing and serving each other, Yeah.
Yeah.
accepting, receiving, and giving, because there are some people it's so hard to receive. And that, again, is part of, I think, our culture.
Yeah. Well,
For sure. Yeah, you're right. It's $1 million question, Terry. 64 million, I think you said.
Yeah. Is that what that show was? 60, what's it, $64 million, was it? That was
I'm gonna go with the 64 million.
4,000 question, I think it was.
Well,
Yeah.
There
but
was a
you know,
Yeah.
too,
Yeah, there
before
was a
I,
TV show.
before we move on, I have to share one other little God wink too that ties in. The other day I was driving just down the street. I think I was headed to run an errand, and I come up on this little boy who I think he's like 7 years old, and he is driving, like he's riding his bike back and forth through the road, like side to side, kind of swigging, just swigging and zigging and zagging. And lo and behold, he's looking at an airplane. And, you know, he just looks so excited. You know, so first, you know, my first reaction is, this is not safe. But I'm like, oh my gosh, he's just taking it all in. No one else but him in the plane.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So in that moment, I felt that ping of, you know, not jealousy, but like, dang, that's got to feel so good. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? That there's that commercial of the guy who's like dreaming and he's on his motorcycle and he's like, you know, like, and then it comes back to real life and it's his wedding day and his wife says, you dreaming again or something like that? And he goes, yeah. And then she goes, I'm driving. And then they hop
That's
on
right.
this motorcycle.
I love that
I can't
commercial.
remember. Yeah, I can't remember what it's for. Maybe Progressive Insurance or something. But anyhow, it's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to hit pause.